Foot Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX. Hey, how's it going out there, man? Man, it's quiet out here. Not a lot of DX coming in. You're blasting in, though.
May 9 and 10 here in Scottsdale.
Yeah, I got you about 10, 20 over here. And every other channel's really, really quiet out this way. How's life down there today? I'm sure it's palmy and balmy.
Yeah, it's about average, man. Some in the 70s. You know, usual stuff, buddy. What's new?
Love it, man. Love it. Yeah, Wendy's going to be heading down there. I think it's March 3rd. She's going to be down in Sedona, then Mesa.
Roger, you want to pick a different frequency? You're going to hang out here.
Yeah, it's fine. This is good. I don't know about your side. It's quiet here. You're the only one on there.
Wow, okay. Usually this one's fairly busy. You never know. Might be time of day.
Yeah, no, you're blasting in, like I say, 20 over. It looks like it's partly sunny out there, but it's still bloody cold. It's only about 33 degrees here. So this cold air has been hanging over us from Alaska. And there's still snow on the ground. It sucks.
Yeah, you know, it's mid-February. I mean, March is right around the corner right now. Assuming that's what that's really burning.
Yeah, it's only a month and 10 days till spring. That's what I'm doing. I'm counting down.
The right one. She leaves, buddy.
Yeah, when she gets back, it should be really nice. I mean, this is probably it. I mean, sometimes we don't get a blast winter, and other times we do, and it'll hang around about a week, and then it's gone. And this could be it for our winter here in the Gulf Islands. I'm sure, hoping it is. The lowest it got down to was minus 2.6 degrees Celsius, so around 28. 28 was as low as we got.
Roger, let's get it down there. Let's get it tough on greenery, small stuff.
Yeah, but could be worse. I mean, I look at these places like Alberta and Winnipeg where it's minus 30, man. I think that'd probably much kill me.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be growing any palm trees over there, pal.
No. And the palms look good. They're nice and green. Everything in the garden looks really, really good. Few things get a little bit bent from that wet, crappy snow we get, but a little bit each day it's melting out there, but it's not getting warm enough to melt it fast enough, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I've actually been harvesting citrus here the last couple of weeks, so it's a good time of year, man, and the longer you leave it on, the sweeter it gets.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a perfect time of the year where you're at, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all coming out now, so what else is going on? What's new?
Nothing much. I've been cold water swimming every day with Wendy's daughter, so I know that sounds kind of frickin' crazy. Walk across street to the beach there and jump in for a few minutes.
So you're doing the polar bear thing, as they call it.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. The first time I tried that a couple of years ago, I was out as fast as I went in. I went in there with her and was like, holy crikey, this is nuts. And I only went up to my knees. But now I go in there and usually a couple of minutes I stay and I'll swim around for a little bit there. But, you know, the weird thing is, so the ocean temperature rarely ever drops. As low as it goes is probably about 7 degrees Celsius. So about 45 degrees, the Pacific Ocean here. And most days we go, it's around 7.7. So it's around 46, 47 degrees. And we were in there one day, and there were snowflakes coming down, and it was around 32 degrees Fahrenheit on the beach in the air. And the ocean temperature was around 46. And I can go in there now, and I can actually feel the difference in temperature. Yeah, it's effing cold, but the water is actually warmer than the air. I can actually feel it.
Oh, it's a small caucus. Okay, man. Well, you're a braver man than I am, pal. Let's find another frequency, buddy.
Okay, let's. Well, do you want to go? Do you want to go up to like 430 or something? Okay, wait for me there. I'll tune it in. Okay, I think we're there. How's that?
That's good. I was starting a lot of action on my end all of a sudden. The frequency's kind of like that. They'll just be dead, and then they'll just like start to scream at you.
Yeah, I actually heard somebody come in there too. He was coming in about 9S units.
Yeah, you're still hitting me at solid 9, so I don't know where you're pointing, but it's doing the job.
Yeah, I'm pointing probably close to you anyway, and I turned my power off. I'm just running the stock radio power here. It's looking like about 30 watts, 35 watts, something like that, whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, no, as long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. It's quieter here.
Yeah, Roger, you're still hitting me 6 and 7, so the foot warmer doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's amazing, eh? And yeah, I don't know, what's the DX like on your side? Do you have a fair bit of it, or?
Well, I was talking to, I was getting some Europe. This morning I was talking to Spain, I got some Ireland, and then, it's like a good off this time of day for me, because they're past dark over there now, so.
Yeah, no Europe here this morning. I was in there, came out here earlier this morning. It's like, nope, completely dead up there. So I went down to the lower ones there, and I hear the 111 guy on 38. I don't know if you hear him. He might be too close to you. And then everything else is kind of quiet. A 444 came back to me off the back of the beam. I was pointed out into South Pacific, but don't know where he was. He was somewhere out in Skipland. Other than that, right around the band, it's pretty quiet here.
Yeah, I mean, when the guys I was talking to in Spain and Ireland, it was not, it was okay. I was really not getting much of a signal on them. It was just the audio was good, and that carried it.
Yeah, that's the main thing, too, on sideband, right? As long as you got good audio. Hey, did you ever hear that 111 guy on 38?
I have heard that one guy, and a lot of guys say he's here in Arizona somewhere, and I've talked to guys that, further out in the country, further out east of me, like on the East Coast, and they've kind of dialed in with the beam. He's definitely out this way, I guess, but I have no proof of that, but that's just what I'm told.
Well, I listened to him one night spewing off. He probably had too many wobbly pops, so he's kind of drunk, I'm guessing. And he gave out his address and everything on there. I actually shot a video of it. I got it on my channel. And he definitely said he's in Arizona, in Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. I don't get what drives that deal, but he must either be off his medication or he takes too much right away starting in the morning.
Yeah, or he's just a few French fries short of a Happy Meal, if you know what I mean. A fruitcake nutcase.
Yeah, to run that kind of activity, but he's not the only one doing crazy stuff. There's guys all over the place doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's been going on for years. I even remember people doing that back in the 70s, crazy people out there. Spend all that money on equipment just to goof off. Can you imagine that? Keying up your microphone and playing a recording of 111 every single day. Like, what do you get out of that?
I don't know. It's like you go to right down below us here, 425, and you get people, and they're down there like, they're arguing, yelling at each other, and yet it's like the same folks every day doing it. They just keep going back and doing this. I'm like, I don't get it.
It's childish. That's what it is. God, this is a grown man doing childish things. Even most kids probably wouldn't do that. And he's got to be running pretty good equipment because he booms in here all the time. He's like 10, 20 over. And I can get rid of him if I turn my beam around, but I couldn't imagine living next to somebody that guy. Could you imagine trying to be a radio operator in that guy's neighborhood?
Oh, yeah. The fact that I can hear him out here, and I'm quite a ways out of town, so if he's down in Phoenix somewhere, he's probably a good 30 miles away from me, and I don't know, man, he must be drowning out a lot of locals here.
Oh, yeah. He's got to be running mega power, too, but the FCC and even up here the DOC, whatever you want to call it, I don't think they even regulate these things anymore. They don't give a crap.
No, there's no need unless you're interfering with something somewhere.
Yeah, do you remember back in the day you'd have to have a license for these things? I remember I had to renew my license. I think it was every 3 years or something.
Yeah, I think in the U.S. you had the license. I think it was good for 5 years, as I recall. I had one as well in the 70s.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It was 5 years. I had them all the way up into the 80s, and then they just did away with it. So now it's kind of like this free-for-all on here. And so that guy can, maybe nobody monitors it, so he can get away with it. And he knows it. He says that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised some local guys haven't gone and paid him a visit, and just dealt with it that way.
I say the same thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to go on the guy's property, but, wait till he leaves his property and follow him to the Walmart shopping parking lot. Then give him a beatdown.
Give him the old, what do you call it, safety pin in the coax, so next time he keys down, goes boom.
No kidding, eh? Oh, that's what people used to do back in the day. I know there used to be a guy like that. This was back in the early 80s. It was near Vancouver. And I remember we tracked the guy down in my buddy's mobile, pulled up right in front of his driveway. And I had his address, and we never went into his property, though, but we sure in hell freaked him out.
when I was a kid, there was one guy that got the needle treatment. It took him a while to get back on the air.
I heard of people doing that before. But yeah, no, we pulled up in front of the guy's driveway and it shut him up pretty quick once we got his address. It took us a while to track him down, but using the squelch and the RF gain, we actually did it on this little Radio Shack mobile in my buddy's car. And he had a skip shooter antenna on the back. It took us, probably took us a couple hours, but we found the guy. I couldn't believe it, man. I mean, the guy was pegging our needle. And once we keyed up and pegged his needle, that's when he shut up.
Yeah, once they realize they're not out of touch, they go, oh, crap.
Yeah, that's right. So, anyway. Yeah, no, oh, looks like the sun's coming out real nice right now. I know Wendy wants to go for a walk after. I don't really feel like going for a walk. It's too cold for me. Even though I do the cold water swim, I actually feel colder going for a walk.
Yeah, Roger. We got both grandkids here. One came from Denver and one came from down the south side of Phoenix. So I've been hiding out a lot the last couple of days, Joe.
No riding. Have you been riding the bikes lately?
No, I really haven't been, man. I mean, it's been too crappy up until now. And I'm just starting to really get some nice riding weather, actually. But my balance has been a little wonky lately. So, that doesn't do well with two wheels.
No, you got to be careful with that. That's for sure. But yeah, you want the equilibrium set straight. You don't want to be off balance riding your bike. That's for sure. But yeah, no, I'm counting down till spring, and I just can't wait to get it on the road. To me, that's just my real sense of freedom when I'm riding that motorbike, man. I just love that feel.
Yeah, but I told there's a lot of them out, man. I went into town the other day, and I must have met two different groups, and they were big groups. They all head up to Cave Creek for the weekends. There's a couple of big biker bars up there, so they, anywhere around the town, they ride to Cave Creek, spend a day up there, but you really got to be watching them. They're riding home, right? Because they've been out there all day.
Yeah, exactly. But wow, what a nice place to ride, though, man. In your area, nice and dry, sunny. Hey, 70-something degrees, man. That is absolutely perfect biking weather.
Yeah, right. It's been nice, man. Big groups. I don't know if they're hog clubs or what, but you'll see 20, 30 in a group, man. Like, those kind of groups, they scare me. I'm not a fan.
No. I just ride with my buddy. He's got a road glide. He just bought a brand new road glide. And he just lives around the corner from me. And there's a few guys we ride with here, but I don't ride in big groups. I have rode in bigger groups when it was like more of a fundraiser thing. It was called the Ride for Dad, and there was a bunch of bikes, like hundreds of them. But it was like a prostate cancer run from raising money for that. I've been in a couple of them from Victoria to Duncan, riding up island. It was actually kind of fun. Cops even had some of the roads blocked off. It was neat.
I was one time many years ago. I was on a big ride. We were going from Spearfish into Sturgis. It was like one of those premier rides. And we had this Sturgis man with us. We were on the highway, and there was probably about 80 of us. And I saw an accident, man, like right in front of me. I damn near got involved into it. And this some guy was passing everybody, pulled in too tight a space, clipped a woman on a motorcycle, and boom, they all went down in the ditch. I was like, okay, I'm done with these big ones.
Oh, that's scary. That is scary, man. Yeah, Wendy's mom and dad used to ride Harley, so they were in a Harley club. They've ridden out to Sturgis a couple times. Her mom had a road glide, and her dad had a big bike too, right? I mean, her dad's gone now. It's funny, her mom, like I say, their parents had a place down in Sun City, and that's where her dad had the old jammer heart attack, man. Came in from a little walk, sat down at the table, and had a heart attack. They airlifted him back here, and he ended up dying up here in the hospital. But yeah, they would ride. They rode to Sturgis a couple times. Even her sister rode. And Wendy, my wife, yeah, she used to work in a Harley shop here.
Oh wow! So her whole family was really involved in that, like that.
Yeah. And she's got her license still, but she doesn't ride. She likes to ride on the back of mine and just enjoy the scenery. And I don't go fast. I just do the speed limit and just enjoy.
That's nice, man. She's into it. That's something she can do as a couple. That's kind of great.
Yeah, it's good when she's into it. I put a backrest on it for her too. So she says you didn't really like to ride on it without a backrest, so I put a Harley backrest on it for her. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the riding season. It's a nice thing to do. We get off island every so often and go for a nice ride.
Roger. So then you take the ferry in somewhere and go roll around in the mainland?
Yeah, we go over to the island, the big island, Vancouver Island. The mainland's too far. So we go to Vancouver Island. We were over there yesterday. It's just a 20-minute ferry ride, 10-minute drive to the ferry from our place. and just a 20-minute ferry ride. Doesn't cost anything to get off. And yeah, we ride over there.
Roger, Roger. I was going to say, I was talking to a guy, where'd he go? I'm looking back at my log. I talked to the guy in Chilliwack the other day, KP 541, Tom, but it was interesting. He was banging in there.
That's a long way from here. Yeah, so that's on the that's in the eastern Fraser Valley. So if you look at Vancouver, right out on the coast there, you drive probably about an hour and a half or so, and southeast, and you come into Chilliwack. It's right up against the mountains there. Beautiful area, but yeah, too far for me to talk.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it was interesting, but there's actually a fair amount of guys up there that just kind of spread around, and it sounds like with the geographical area, you really guys can't talk to each other very much, right?
Yeah. No, I hear people calling for people out there, like in your area and stuff, but I can't hear the guys in Chilliwack. It's just kind of like too close for DX and too far to talk local. It's even hard for me to talk to Victoria just because there's too many mountains in the way. Once in a blue moon, right conditions, I talk to Victoria. Yesterday, I had Alberta coming in off the back of the beam, turn the beam around, and the guy disappears. Go figure, eh?
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, I hear there's a guy way over on the west side. He's over in Glendale, which is about as far west as you can go in the city here. It's about as far east as you can go. So it's probably 60, 70 miles. You got to burn you a little bit with this. So I drive over there. It takes me an hour to get there, but I can hear this guy, but man, he's way down in there. He's a local.
Can you talk to like Sedona locally or not?
No, I actually know a guy up there. Usually what happens is we're about to be talking to the same guy like up in Missouri or something, and we're both slamming into him, but sometimes I can hear him like way down in there. That's like an hour. That's like 120 miles from me, but sometimes I can hear him, sometimes not.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's kind of a close skip, which is kind of the fun skip. You know what I mean? It's like me talking into Oregon or Seattle or something like that. It's a close skip, which is rare. I've done it, but not often. It's easier for me to talk to you. Yeah. Anyway, you're blasting here. You got a consistent signal. Anyway, I'm going to back out of here now, Glenn. I know Wendy wanted to go for a walk, and I do have to go for a walk. Yesterday, she wanted to go off island, do a little shopping. She needed to get a small backpack for her little Arizona trip there. So went off island. We got that, cruised around a little bit, and just enjoyed. It was nice out. It was nice and sunny. So yeah, she's getting excited for Arizona.
All right, buddy. I'll let you go. Nice chatting with you, and we'll go again sometime. Take care.
You betcha, Glenn, and check out this video gate. You're shaking my radio, seriously.
All right, man. I keep turning everything down, so I'm glad this Mother Nature doing the job, buddy.
Oh, yeah, no, you're loud, man. You're loud. You're up in the strawberry patch. Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the grandkids.
All right, Joe. Have a good one. Say hi to Wendy. 73 Scottsdale. I'm out.
Yeah, thanks a lot there. 3030 Scottsdale, 791 Gulf Islands out for now.